All right, guys, it's that time again. We're all loving it. We'll call this the Christmas of hot takes, the season of hot takes, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. So, we got Herb here. I'm a day one player. What, really? Herb, aren't you like 18 or 19 or something like that? Day one player? So you're telling me this guy was playing Dokkan when he was like 7. All right. I've been around everything. I've seen everything this game has had to offer. So I'll provide truth and nothing but the truth. That's probably a reference to me. Probably. Maybe. Oh, so he's quoting, hot takes are stupid. Either none of them are hot takes or the take is just wrong and idiotic. Stupid trend that derives no enjoyment. I hate hot take those. But you made one! Herb. All right, here we go. Stop arguing about the monetary success of premium units / potential units. Very weird concept to me to argue that a certain character cannot receive a premium unit because it'll make too little money. We never used to make these points. I think Dokkan Fest Tao shows Dokkan Twitter cares about it more than they do. So he's saying that Dokkan Twitter cares about it more than the game does. Raditz got revealed. It was cause celebration, not he isn't going to make enough money, dude. He isn't hype. I mean, to an extent, yeah. I think like a regular person worrying about okay, this is definitely a huge thing that happens all over Twitter constantly, where people I don't really get into sales arguments typically. Like with me, I'm kind of just gauging the general excitement around the character, hype level. That's why I use hype. I don't really use revenue because revenue does, I mean, sure, something super crazy comes out and it gets a ton of revenue, but there are differing trends, comparing nowadays, there's a lot more gacha markets. Dokkan is also, 10 plus years. There's less excitement around the game compared to how it used to be years ago. Dragon Ball overall has less excitement, which I think that could be stymied if they do have a new anime or something to really breathe some life into the series. So, maybe we have, new Dragon Ball series coming soon. It would be very, 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 very good if that was the case. I do think, though, that these games can really hurt themselves if they just drop Tau after Tau after Tau after Tau release. I also think it would be foolish for one of these games to just kind of meter burn exciting characters. So just going okay, we did Dokkan Fest Tau, then we're doing LRTN, now we're going to do Dokkan Fest Bulma, now we're going to do LR Android 18, now we're doing, Dokkan Fest Raditz. It's just, if they do too much of that in a row, it's just people are just going to drift away. They're going to give no shits about the game, right? But it's also, I don't think, the best strat to just pump out, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Gogeta. Now we're doing Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now we're doing Super Saiyan Goku for just doing Goku, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan. I think that it's important to have a nice mix, right? I think mix peaks and valleys, I think is a good way to do that. Dokkan has been a consistently good game for years now. Yeah, the updates Dokkan has made overall have been very good, right? They removed reverse recently, which did kind of mess my box up quite a bit. But, I mean, overall, it's a very good update for the game. Just made the game easier to play, more enjoyable for players, right? It's easier to raise character super attack levels. You don't have to worry about the nonsense of reversing a character. Just, again, using Iron Cane as an example, the whole system, putting myself in Iron Cane's shoes, right? As a new player just coming to the game after 10 years. The whole system does feel very fucking stupid. Why can't I just feed in the character into the character? And that's what they did, right? So that's good. Even if, it kind of messed my box up, still good for the game. Dokkan's done a lot of these lately. People on Dokkan Twitter tend to get very sensitive and salty about it, but Dokkan did also just literally give away an anniversary character. I am not really too sure of too many gacha games that have done that. I mean, you guys can feel free to let me know. I've heard people say that many other gacha games are incredibly more generous than Dokkan. Again, please feel free to let me know which ones those are in specifics. But yeah, I do think Dokkan is pretty good. It carried by the Dragon Ball IP. Sure, yes. But I do think there's a reason Dokkan is still going strong, and that's because it is, I think, pretty decent. Slips up once every good while. Yeah, I mean, everyone and everything in life does, right? Like, everyone is going to make mistakes. Everyone, is going to get chances to improve, stuff like that. Not seeing like a bad period in quite some time. A lot of 2023 did feel kind of very, wow, like, what are they doing, right? Like, it was really bad. This year, I mean, there's been more complaining than ever. I think the global sync has a lot to do with that. But, I mean, if we look at the releases, right, like, Baby Gohan and Goten are pretty good. Baby's pretty good. Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku's pretty good. Kid Gohan's pretty good. Like, most of these characters are just generally pretty good. If I had to iron out a huge problem with 2025 Dokkan, to me, I think the power creep that they did for GDC was very excessive, which led to most of the start of the year characters just really getting crushed badly. Characters like Glorio, the 10th anniversary Dokkan Fest and those GDC fights, Gohan, Goku and Frieza, Frieza and Goku when you're not in like a long event, right? Cell, Demon King Piccolo, like most characters from the start of the year can get easily just decimated and obliterated in the GDC content. I think that's the big mistake this year's made. Power creep just pushing way too fucking fast. Because it's like, I'm going to be in the trenches in these fights every day no matter what, right? I'll be able to beat them with no items, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, we're riding high, we're doing good. But, like, for a lot of players, like, I feel like it gets to a point where it's just not fun. Like, I just load in, and my Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who I just pulled, he just gets fucking cold-blooded one-shot for 1,000,000 damage. I'm out. I'm just not going to play it. Like, that's my fear. I think the power creep, they maybe need to chill, little chillaxing with that. From personal experience, I know a lot of players' grievances to the game is founded in burnout. Yeah, dude, like, this is such facts right here. That is literally it. It's playing this game constantly all the time. That's why I do tell people, take breaks, right? Games are meant to be fun. I do think burnout has a lot to do with it. I do think so. Simple as that. It's a gacha game, requires boundaries to be properly enjoyed. Boundaries. Yeah, it's just like being careful not to like excessively spend money and summon and shit. Yeah. So people like to think games are not designed for you to play them to completion, play them like a full-time job, unhealthy. If you aren't Truth DT himself or any other content creator makes careers out of recording the game, shouldn't be spending every waking moment on it. That is true. It is true, man. Like, the one thing I think that's really good about Dokkan is it's very easy to play it while doing other things. Like, how much crying have we seen about festival battles this year? And I do think, like, I can understand people say, oh, it's just too long. Yeah, I got that. Let's see, any good new games coming out? Nah, nothing crazy there. I mean, Baki, I know a lot of people do like Baki. Only 18? What is it? This is just like a PSN game? Fighting? It's an actual fighting game? Huh. But I was coming here for a reason. I found it very easy, especially like my favorite classic RPGs. We did Tactics through October. Right now I'm playing Dragon Quest. I love OG Dragon Quest. And earlier in the year, you guys know how many, this right here. You guys know how many runs of Festival Battles I did while going through my 250-hour playthrough of Dragon Quest XI S? One of my, this is a top 10 favorite game of all time for me too, by the way. I was sad thinking about this the other day. This year gaming for me has been so crazy, right? Like, Dragon Quest XI, Expedition 33. This is just a cleanup trophy there. Silent Hill 2 was so good. I went back and played the OG Silent Hills 2 and 3 for the first time ever. Those were really good, right? This was not very good. Hell no. Then we got Tactics here, and then this, Dragon Quest. Like, this is one of my favorite years of gaming ever, although I guess a lot of the games aren't, like, necessarily games that came out this year, but you get what I'm saying. But my point overall is, Dokkan is very easy to just, like, do Dokkan stuff while being completely, like, emotionally, like, invested in something else and paying attention to something else. That's, like, one of the big things, or seriously, a second Iron Cane reference of the video. That's a big thing with Iron Cane. Like, I feel like Iron Cane doesn't quite get, like, Iron Cane doesn't know how to play Dokkan. Like, it's just very easy to just do a stage. Like, you just do a stage, and then you're locked back in on Gekishin. And then, 10 minutes later, like, oh, I'm in between matches. I'll just boom, 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 lock into the next run, and I'm back on Genshin. Like, it's just very easy to do. Like, I don't know. Like, I do think, like, when people talk, Festival to me is a good, like window into people with this game, and how it's like, oh my god, we hate festival battles so much, but it is something you could play slowly. Like, I don't believe, like, a lot of these people will say, well, we don't want to just do an event slowly over the course of like a week or a couple of days or something like that. But like, I also don't believe a lot of these players even play the game at all. Like, it's just bitching for the sake of bitching, right? Because the game is just very easy to just play a little and put it down or whatever. Like, I don't know. I feel like I maybe didn't explain my thoughts super crystal clear here, but yeah. This is true, because the thing about me in this game is, I mean, I know people would like to wish, I've developed a very healthy hater base throughout the years. Some of that's my personality. Well, a lot of it maybe, whatever. And yeah, they will be sad to know that, I'm not broken and crippling credit card debt from summoning, right? Like, it's, things have gone good. But yeah, I mean, getting too crazy with the game, spending your time. That's why you guys know, like, I'm Mr. Dokkan and I'm constantly playing and stuff like that. But I am always like pleading with people, don't spend money. Look at me getting fucked in these summons, man. That could easily be you guys if you're trying to summon like crazy. Don't go crazy with the summons. I would say don't spend every waking moment of every day playing it. But, keeping your account up, taking breaks from the game is good. All that. It's all important to us, say. Even worse for those who play both games, Dokkan and Legends. Super glad there's a very positive community regarding Dokkan. Important to remember that all gacha games are predatory and evil. Yeah, I mean, bro, it's true, right? Like, it's, gacha games are the devil. I mean, this is true. It's just, the devil has a Goku wig on. It looks pretty good, man. Like, it's, but like, yeah, you do have to be very cautious with gacha games, man. That's so true. So true. Subjecting yourself to playing 124/7 is unhealthy. Not saying this to anger people who enjoy the game. Speaking from personal experience, I don't disagree with any of this. That's the thing. I don't. Like, I'm always telling people, take breaks, don't spend money, right? Like, you got to be careful here. Got to be careful. I get really mad at Iron Cane when he's summoning super willy nilly, because like, bro, like, especially him, like, like, I'm not playing another gacha game. I mean, I don't, like, Genshin doesn't really count. Right? Like, just like straight up buying the character. And like, I've done like a couple of summon videos, I guess, for some of the cosmetics, but this is nothing against Genshin, but I don't really care if I get the cosmetics or not. More so just kind of like, making a video, on the game, like supporting the game a little bit, and then, getting a video for the channel. But like, I don't play multiple gachas. Like, Iron is playing Legends and Dokkan, and, keeping up with all these banners, getting all these characters. I mean, gotta be careful. So tired of additional supers, it's starting to kill me. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is what I thought it was. It's these characters too. Like, Festival, so much of it is watching Vegeta and Trunks super over and over, the physical Super Saiyan 4 super over and over, the 10th anniversary LR super over and over. Yeah, like, if there was some type of animation skip, it would not be a bad thing. Turns in the game last way too long, having to sit through 5 physical Gogeta supers that do little no damage. Legitimately caused me to stop using them. Dokkan has a good design philosophy, surrounded by a bunch of cat piss. Start buffing super attacks vastly without having a unit do 3 additional supers. So waste time. Well, yeah, the thing is, because they're set up, I think, for a festival, right? Like, to really allow those characters to really build up like crazy. Waste of time, really don't care to entertain any arguments against this. Like to feel engaged in the game. It clears time fill when I'm setting my phone down looking away for 3 minutes. Well, I mean, this is kind of like the whole, like, game being very casual. But I think, man, like, potentially having like a super attack animation skip would not be a bad thing. Or like, in the fight, like, you see the animation one time over the course of a fight, and then you can have a toggle, like, so like, right now, with like a lot of the active skill animations, you have the skip on, you have stuff play once a day, or you have it off. Like, they could do one for super attacks, like in a battle. You skip the animations, have it play one time for fight, have them off, something like that, for sure. Dokkan is bad at giving representation to characters that need it. Compared to what, though? This point is mostly here so I can whine about how we don't have a Bell mod. Yeah, I mean, this guy does, like, you know, the clown god of destruction. My rebuttal here, though, would be which game has him? Right? Like, that's kind of the thing. Like, Bell mod is not exactly, like, all those gods of destructions, like, aren't really, like, you know. His angel's playable. That's because she's a pretty girl. It's exactly why, dude. It's because she's a pretty girl, right? Like, we have, oh, no, I forgot her name. Oh, my God, I'm so washed. What is her name from the Goku Jr. movie? Shit. Mamba. It's Mamba. Mamba. Yeah. You know why Mamba has a character and, like, you know, like some of the other, like, villains from the Goku Jr. movie don't? It's because she's a pretty girl. Like, that's all that boils down to. By the way, they need to do, like, fuck the Peppy Gals category, which is, you know, the peachy gal shit. Change, like, just give us a girls category so we could get, you know, Pan on there, Kid Chi-Chi on there, the Angels on there, all those characters. Because, like, you know, Pan has the Battlefield Diva Link, right? Like a bunch of these characters do. Oh, mine doesn't. Okay, the one Peppy Gal character I clicked on doesn't have it. Here, let's just, like, Vidal's gonna have it. Battlefield Diva right here. There's many characters that have this link. Yeah, like Kid Pan and Chi-Chi and Pansy who have this, who aren't actually on the Peppy Gals category, right? So we got to make a girls category. We got to get that done. She's EZA'd already. Really, though, the better point is to make units like Final Form Frieza still missing the game. Yeah, that just feels like more of just like a weird aberration, though. Like, Frieza transforming on Namek doesn't have an animation is really pretty crazy, right? Like, this right here being the only, like, transforming Namek Frieza animation is bizarre. Because the 2018 Frieza does not count. That transforms between every form. That shit does not count. So, very bizarre. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think Frieza's going to get his representation coming soon. Any Saga's hype enough for a Mage Celebration? Sorry, I don't really agree. Disregarding Pilaf and Red Ribbon Army. I mean, because there are, like, Pilaf does kind of have minimal fighting. The Red Ribbon Army arc kind of does, too. Because it's not really fighting. Goku is just one-shotting everyone, the whole arc. Right? Like, outside of General Blue, Tao? Is that it? I guess, like, Murasaki. Goku really feels to be just fucking clowning around in the Murasaki. Like, he's just fucking having fun with Ninja Murasaki, man. Goku is not, like... Kid Goku's the best character of all time, dude. Like, oh my god. Dude, that shit is so... The funniest shit in the world is when Murasaki's hiding and Goku, like, figures it out that he's, like, underwater, like, breathing through a tube. And he goes and gets hot tea and pours it down the breathing tube. Like, that shit is funny, man. Or the other thing that does make me laugh, man, I was like 25 watching this, like, before I blew up on YouTube. And, like, you know, Murasaki, like, does, like, a jumping attack. He's, like, in the air, like, you know, ready to attack. And Goku just puts a power pole down and, like, lands and goes up Murasaki's ass. Like, that shit is silly. But, yeah, a lot of the Red Ribbon Army arc is just Goku one-shotting everyone. Like, that is true. It's not really a ton of fighting. Amount of times I've seen people say Saiyan Saga and Namek are hype enough for anniversary makes someone do something I can't say in case someone is making a video on this thread. Yeah, Herb, I'm sorry, man, but, like, it just doesn't, like, it doesn't have the pull. Like, it's bro, people are gonna get mad at me, but, like, bro, like, it's, like, we've done this song and dance a million times, man. A million times. I mean, I feel like we could see this guy show up, right? This shot, I mean, this is from the Trunks, saga, right? This is Frieza remembering Goku's eyes. Oh, the eyes, they have the same eyes type shit, right? What was I gonna say? I do think we could see Namek Goku show up very soon, like New Year's or anniversary, something like that. I feel like, you know, redoing the Goku Super Saiyan animation, making it voiced, and doing like a Frieza one. I think we could probably see that coming soon. Circles back to the first point. Why do you care? Well, for me, I care because I mean, because the game is my job. Let's not do anything too crazy to where the game burns down, right? Let's not get people too unexcited in the game. That's why I like peaks and valleys. We could drop our Tau, but then it's time to jump up a little bit, a couple levels, right? If your argument is that it's not hype enough, I just don't care to hear you speak. Well, tough, bud. Because you had to hear it here. Rally for the units you want to see. Stop caring about hype and money if you're seriously calling Super Saiyan Goku not hype enough. Please block me, so dumb. Well, I'm not going to block you, Herb, sorry. EZAs are the smartest thing Dokkan ever did. Oh, yeah. They matter most in deciding what makes a good celebration. Oh, okay. So that would make sense. Like if we're going to call 2025 good, the strong EZAs overall pretty much throughout the entire year would be a good starting point for calling the year good. Many of the 2025 EZAs are just strong or outright good, right? And super EZAs too. Having the second EZA is really big. Not much else to add. I just love EZAs. Love them so much. Super EZAs as well. Yeah, super EZAs really, I think, breathed a lot of life into the game. I do think so. Perfectly fine to evaluate units at 100% on release. Timeout. I'm just going to say, I rainbow every character, and I've rainbowed every premium unit since EGL Evolution Blue Vegeta, which was Golden Week of 2018. So every LR and Dokkan Fest, I've rainbowed on their banner since April of 2018. Right, so like I now have got like a running catalog in my brain of all these characters, the day they come out. So like I'm just still doing it on 100%. I 100% them. But I mean, yeah, I do think people should like more give a lot of takes of kind of like what they see with their own eyes, like their feel with the character. But obviously not everyone's gonna be able to pull the character. Not like some people are gonna have 55%. Maybe some people would say you will never fucking catch me dead grinding links or something like that. So sure, I mean that I get. Argument, a lot of people that most people only get one copy. 90% of people who play Dokkan don't take the game seriously in any regard. One of the most popular phone games out there. Only this community plus the JP side care this much. For the community, it's much more understandable to evaluate units at their best. Yeah, true. So people want to see what people want to discuss. No one cares about the ranking of best 55% units. Yeah. Yeah, what's funny is there wasn't even. We'll just move on to the next point. We'll just move on. I hate the new user interface for events. I love scrolling the stages and the small panels, still being able to see the event art. Yeah, okay, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, right here, like, still being able to see the whole thing. Like, I guess that screen does look a little ugly. The other one I don't really mind so much. This is fine. I would argue this is fine because this allows you to scroll very quickly, but you can click the button to go back to the normal view. This is fine. Where I think it does look ugly is this part. This is the part that I think doesn't look as good. Right here. This is the one. But I've seen a lot of people not like this part right here, and I find this very nice because of how fast, when it's like this, you're able to just completely scroll through the events. And you could switch back and forth. But it's this one right here. This is the part where I do think it doesn't look very good. Remember the team? The old teams used to look so much better. Like, here, let's just type in, let's just do Realm of Gods team. Secret Weapon of the Realm of Gods team, Kami Showcase. Oh my goodness, dude, when is this from? Whoa, look at this blast from the past. Look at this. January 23rd, 2018. At the time, he was a JP exclusive character, Kami. Yeah, see, I used to do these breakdowns at the start, and then people were really asking me to stop doing that, just go into the video. So I started doing it first, and then I'd do the breakdown afterwards, is what I started doing, right? Kami. Yeah, probably not the secret weapon of the Can I get, is there maybe like a recent comment? Yeah, there you go. Sure, man. That was 2 years ago. Yeah, good stuff. What I was going to click on was this. Oh my god, no, I just go right into it? No, dude. Oh, this guy is so washed from 50 years ago. Are you kidding me? Damn, dude. The whole point was, yeah, look at the way teams used to look, right? Yeah, damn, I've been doing these team showcases for so long. That's so crazy. I've been doing it since before channels existed. Yet I get told I have a copy. That's so crazy. So crazy. Oh, funny. All right, but anyway. Yeah, this part could be changed. This looks good. This part could be changed, though. Yep. Ha ha ha, yeah. This guy was... to me, I have to go with Daima Super Saiyan 3 as the worst of the year. But besides him, this guy, certainly, I think kind of in the discussion as well. For not really so hot of the year, right? This guy, pretty rough. Pretty rough. Cell, yeah. Yeah, I feel like what he's doing, like, he's pretty good, but it's just like the hoops you'd have to jump through. It's just too much. It's too much. They didn't design him well to be run as a leader, and it was kind of only his lead that he had. This is a character that, released in a slightly different fashion, could have been really good. But it does feel like just a failed release, I would say. Yeah. It does. Manga units are awesome, cool. Seeing how many people wanted the animated page, but at the point they should just make actual regular animations for the cards. For very good, easily obtainable cards, just a one-off for the anniversary. Manga units are perfectly fine as is. I feel like I'm pretty complimentary to them. I think seeing their animations play in 2x speed in-game. Here, we'll just go... Like, let's just go to one of these and just go to, like, Gohan. Gohan's looks good. We can watch Gohan blow Gogeta in half right here. The God turn by Gohan. Yeah, right here. So, like, I don't know. Seeing it play in action, like, it doesn't feel that bad. It feels pretty fun in-game. I don't know. I kind of like it. I feel like I've grown on... Like, at first, like, you know, people are like, oh, my God, this shit is so terrible. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't really fully disagree with what people are saying, but there is like a level of charm to it. I don't know. And the characters can do some stuff, right? Like, there's Gohan with a 295 million attacks. That's pretty good, right? Don't have anything else? Less hot takes, more so my grievance with the active vocal player base. Yeah, I mean, here's our 50th Iron Kane reference. Iron Kane has said he loves the game, and he loves a lot of the players. A lot of the players are really fun. I feel like a lot of people were pretty nice to Iron at the Community Fest. But like he says, I say, you know, Dokkan Twitter is kind of, you know, it's pretty crazy on there. It's pretty nuts on Dokkan Twitter. Yeah, so, yeah, that's the player base that goes a little crazy for sure. Check out my commission post. Your need of a graphic designer. Okay. Yeah, if you guys need a graphic designer, there you go. All right, heard about a pretty good thread. I mean, again, a lot of these points are good and true, right? About, like, burnout and stuff like that. And I'd tell people, like, don't be scared to put the game down for a while if you're not having fun. The game is meant to be fun. I think too many people, like, it's like the sunken cost fallacy or whatever. Like, they're like, yeah, I can't put the game down. Sorry. Like, I'm, like, so into the game and I can't put it down. Like, you know, like, you can put it down. You stop playing for a while. I have, like... So, like, on my streams is usually when I get the most positive, like, interactions with people, right? And a lot of times I do get people come into streams and they're like, oh, like, I'm just coming back to the game after 4 years, just kind of catching up. Like, wow, the game is way different. I do see a lot of that. I think that's something a lot of people could consider. Like, if the game doesn't feel as fun to you anymore, don't be scared to walk away for a bit. And maybe you miss it and you go right back and you'll feel refreshed. Maybe you decide, fuck that game. I'm never playing it again. And that's valid. Because remember, games, chat, are meant to be fun. I have a lot of fun playing Dragon Quest 11. Right? I'm having a lot of fun right now playing Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake. God damn, this shit is good, dude. Fuck, man. So, yeah. That's it. Just, you know, play the game if you're having fun. Don't play the game if you're not having fun. That is my suggestion. So, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys next time.